How many players were in the My Team Unlimited 250,000?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in...
Well, DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. And it's Young in at the point guard.
Hey, Rudy.
Here's Aldridge. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's the Lakers' ball. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to AI. And Gasol sends it back. And he's able to get it back. He gets that one. AI's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Lakers.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Now, here is Young. He's guarded by AI. Outside DeRozan. Misses the three. To the middle. Poked away.
And the play looked good there for a second. Just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Young kicks to Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. Stevenson against Gay.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Here's AI. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way. But working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
And he knocks down the first one. And with that Aldridge situation, Popovich said he was the first player to ever bluntly ask him for a trade.
And Popovich replied, Kevin, I'll be happy to trade you. You get me a talent like Kevin Durant, I'll drive you to the airport. Later, Pop says he was overcoaching Aldridge on the offensive end and took care of it. This is strange. Last season, the Spurs finished out of the top 10 in field goal percentage for the first time in a decade.
Back to Young. And Young with the stuff.
just really knows when to throw it down. Young has a good sense for when to just rise up.
DeRozan against Harris. The pass to Stevenson. To the paint. AI kicks to Stevenson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Take a look at the Spurs. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized.
Here's AI. They picked up 24 points in their last one against Phoenix.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Bellinelli. White is out there with Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Hart the pass to AI, and he uses the glass on the layup. AI's got 6 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
White against Ingram. White the pass to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Here's Forbes. A three-pointer off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Beasley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marco Bellinelli picks one up. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie, because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head. This is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
Ingram kicks to Beasley. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Beasley's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Spurs trail by 5. We're about a minute and a half into the 2nd quarter now. Pass to Bellinelli. Pass to Bertans. Now White. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Hart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the feed to AI. And there it is for him. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Well, with the new season underway, we get a look at the new class to enter the league with the rookie race. All these rookies have done a good job adjusting to the NBA as they look to take home the Rookie of the Year honors at the end of the season. You look at AI. Just a fantastic start to the season for him, as he hasn't missed a beat transitioning to the NBA. And guys, he makes it into our top 5.
And he finds himself among the top 5 after what's been a strong start to his NBA career.
I feel like competition for Rookie of the Year is going to be fierce this time around, and he has plenty of time to move up this list.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. And Harris subbed in for Hart. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gay outside, 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Lakers leading by 7. Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
Pass to Gay. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A guy who's always had the tools to get to the line more. Gay aggressive.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Harris is out there with AI. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. And AI gets it to go on the assist from Harris. AI's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Los Angeles. And here's Young. He's got 5. Gasol wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer. Gasol's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Down low. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's DeRozan. McGee with the block. Harris looking it over. AI. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 6-point game. And he dunks it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
The creativity on display. Gotta respect Young's dunking ability and just how hard he finishes.
And yes, it's good. 14 points for AI.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And stolen by AI. And there's the pass to Kuzma. That one a little long.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Offensive rebound. Can't connect from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at AI. He is just outside the top 20, so you'd have to think there are too many players standing between him and a spot in the dunk contest this year.
And it's too bad, Kevin. I mean, I'm sure he'd bring a lot of excitement to the contest, but let's face it, it's a crowded field of contenders right now.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
San Antonio calls timeout. We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker. Those are some of their names.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. On the court for San Antonio. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Young in at the point. Spurs trail by 9. Goes up the baseline. Jump shot is good.
And at times, it's pick your poison with Young. When he gets rolling, you are in for a long night.
Here's AI. Rejected by Gasol. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Harris. And then Gay with the dunk.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Kuzma passes to Harris. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Young. He dishes it to Aldridge, and he banks in the layup.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense, getting into the seams and making plays.
Down low. AI passes to McGee. Good D by Gasol.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Kuzma. AI passes to McGee. Harris lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Young finds Gasol. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to Kuzma. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
And you can rely on Young from the mid-range. This guy knows how to flat-out score the basketball.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. .146 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harris kicks to McGee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing here by 8. Right at the free throw line. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
To the middle. And AI with the basket on the assist from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists in the game. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Young. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. From 11 feet away. And it's AI missing. Spurs trail by 10. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Los Angeles.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was an alpha dog on the offensive end.
Here's Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. 41 seconds left in the game. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere. Aldridge kicks to Pirtle. Spurs passing it around. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that make huge shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And the point differential just too difficult to overcome.
This is where it stings. You just want to keep competing, but deep down, you know it's just not your night.
AI passes to McGee. Back to AI. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another win, and the streak goes on. This role has been amazing. How are you sustaining this level of play every night?
Well, that's the talent that we have, DA. Long as the effort's there, the win's going to be there, too. That's the kind of team that we got, and we believe in ourselves, and we believe in each other. You know, it's simple as that.
You're making believers out of a lot of people around the league. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Coming with that assist, man, that was crazy.
AI, we've got some questions lined up for you.
Oh, yeah? Okay, shoot.
Right here.
Hey,
What's up, Griff?
Hey, I thought I'd take a different approach and ask you about something not directly related to the game. I want to know how you feel about the fans.
How I feel about the fans, man, that's a great question. I love the fans, man, but I think you already knew that. I mean, you know, they're the lifeblood of everything we do. Like, if we was just playing to an empty arena, you know, it wouldn't be the same experience. But when you got like an entire team, an entire city, you know, people behind you, there's no feeling quite like that one. So yeah, fans are dope.
So you'd say you were a fan of the fans?
Oh, look at you! All right, being all clever. I see you. Yes, I am a fan of the fans. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, AI. Appreciate the candor, as always.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, let's go see if Coach is ready.